Rachel. Faculty Marshal. Good morning, and please remain standing. With the Marshal's placing of the University Mace, we open the 2015 Winter Commencement exercises at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. On behalf of our graduates and students, the University of Nebraska Board of Regents, and our faculty, administration, and staff, I am pleased to welcome you. To begin our ceremonies, Danielle Kluver of Grand Island will sing the national anthem. Danielle is the daughter of Barry and Laura Davison. She will graduate honorable mention this morning from the College of Fine Arts and Humanities with a major in music performance, vocal. Accompanying Danielle will be UNK staff collaborative pianist, Dr. Jai-Young Hong. Danielle. You may be seated. Danielle, thank you, and congratulations on your graduation from UNK. At this time, I am honored to introduce Douglas Christensen, 9th Chancellor of the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Chancellor Christensen.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. Welcome to the 2015 commencement exercises. Danielle, wow, that was dynamite. Thank you. Very, very good. We appreciate you sharing your talents with us this morning. Welcome to the greatest day in the life of a university. Commencement's a time to reflect on the past, but it's to look forward to the future. The word commencement itself connotates a fresh start, a new beginning, and clearly today is a great beginning for our graduates. The members of the graduating class of 2015, you're not concluding your education, but you're just beginning. One that's going to be filled with great opportunity and at the same time filled with the perils of many disappointments. but we know, we are so sure that you're well prepared, that those disappointments will pale in comparison to your success. You have every right to be very proud this morning. We are very proud of you. All of us are proud of your accomplishments. The key is you've learned how to learn today. You've not been trained, you have been educated. You have been educated to ask why and to gain an understanding, not in just singular skills, but to go forward and to serve others and to lead productive lives throughout the rest of your careers. Going forward, you have many valuable assets, none greater than your education. I hope that as you begin your separate journeys, you will always remember UNK as not simply one of those many life experiences, but rather as an important reason for the good fortune that I know that you will find. On behalf of our faculty, the staff, and the administration of the university, thank you for choosing UNK. I'm confident that your university experience will pay you tremendous dividends throughout the rest of your life, and may success follow every day here forward. Welcome, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Chancellor. Now please welcome Chairman of the University of Nebraska Board of Regents and UNK alumnus, Bob Ferris of North Platte. Regent Ferris.
Thank you. Good morning. Well, it's a great day. Congratulations. Just remember, graduates, this is really your day. Thanks for allowing us to share it with you. This is a day that people somehow feel compelled to offer you advice. The Chancellor has already begun that process this morning. They will tell you, as he did, that this is just a beginning, and it is. They'll tell you to look ahead, and you need to do that. And they'll tell you that education is a lifelong process, and they're right. Although my wife might disagree that sometimes I quit learning things like I should. But for today, I hope you can really relax and enjoy and celebrate this day. This is a time for you to express your gratitude and thanks to the family and friends who've made this day possible, to others who have been an encouragement to you, a faculty member, a mentor, just a friend who's been there at the right time to help make this day possible. Take time to thank those who have encouraged or challenged you. We thank you for what you've added to our university by being here, and we look forward to what you will add as you enrich your space, we hope, here in Nebraska. On behalf of the Board of Regents, thank you. Congratulations. May you always have someone to love, something meaningful to do, and something to look forward to. Congratulations. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Regent Ferris. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. I would also like to acknowledge other special guests and members of our platform party who will not be introduced later in the ceremony. I ask that they stand as I call their names. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. To my right and in the audience, former Nebraska State Senator Joel Johnson, former Nebraska State Senator Jim Cuddeback. On the stage, Student Body President and Student Regent Evan Calhoun, Vice Chancellor for Business and Finance Barbara Johnson, Director of Athletics Paul Plensky, Dean for the Division of Student Affairs Gilbert Hinga, and Dean of the Library Janet Wilkie. Student gonfaloniers are selected by deans and the chancellor on the basis of noteworthy achievement, activity, and scholarship to carry the banners for their individual colleges. I ask that they stand and be recognized as I call their names. Again, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Haley Allen, Omaha, Honors Convocation Student Speaker. Nancy Johnson, Abingdon, Illinois, Graduate College. Billy Koonsman, Alliance, College of Business and Technology. Natalia Schleiger, Kearney, College of Education. Elizabeth Yakel, Gearing, College of Fine Arts and Humanities. Brady Toll, Milford, College of Natural and Social Sciences. Congratulations to our Gonfaloniers. Each commencement, the university's faculty and administration are invited to nominate students from among the graduates to deliver a brief address. Today's speaker is Heidi Hostert of O'Neill, Nebraska. The daughter of Nick and Kathy Hostert, she will graduate this morning from the College of Education with a major in exercise science and with 2 minors, public health and marketing management. Heidi has distinguished herself as a leader through academic achievement, involvement in campus organizations, community service, and an overall commitment to do more. She is a member of the Honors Program, Mortar Board, and Alpha Phi sorority, has been named to the Dean's List multiple times, was an undergraduate research fellow, president of the Honors Student Activities Board, and served as a Chancellor's Student Ambassador. Through service to organizations such as New Student Enrollment, First Year Program, Kids Fitness and Nutrition Day, the Exercise Science Club, Intramurals, and the Newman Center, and as a volunteer for events and programs such as the 2015 Cattlemen's Ball, Loper Move-In Crew, the Big Event, World Leaders Day, Meals on Wheels, and ARC Buddy Bowling. She expanded her horizons and helped others to do the same. Among the highlights of her years as a UNK student was her study abroad experience in the Czech Republic. Heidi, you've earned the respect and admiration of the UNK community, and we welcome you to speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2015.
Thank you. Members of the Board of Regents, President Bounds, Chancellor Christensen, fellow graduates, family, and friends, good morning and welcome to UNK. To begin, I would like to thank my family and friends who have helped me reach this stage in life. As a student at UNK, I have had the privilege to be challenged academically, become involved, and meet many great friends. I hope the next chapter in my life holds as many opportunities as my time at UNK has. There are many tricks I've learned in college. Working the "I just got up 5 minutes ago" look, like some of you may be working today, discovering creative ways to eat ramen noodles, and finding effective methods to cram for a test are just a few. I'm sure at some point in studying, we've all created a mnemonic in hopes of retaining just a little bit more information. For those of you grads who aren't quite sure what a mnemonic is, think back to your days with Roy G. Biv and the Colors of the Rainbow. Since you are all soon to be Loper alumni, I've decided to use the word Loper as a mnemonic to reflect upon my time at UNK and the lessons that I have learned. To begin, L is for luck. As the great Thomas Jefferson once said, "I don't believe in luck, I believe in opportunity." It is not by mere chance we are here today in a cap and gown. Countless hours have been put in to get here. The hard work and number of opportunities you took advantage of are a product of the person you have become. You aren't just lucky to be sitting in the seat you are today. You've earned it. In the future, do not be afraid to seize opportunities that scare you. Try things you never thought you were capable of. O is for overwhelmed. I've tried many new things while at UNK, one of which was joining the spring break rock climbing trip to Horseshoe Canyon Ranch. When I peered up the canyon walls we were going to be climbing that week, I was scared of how I was ever going to make it up, let alone terrified to rappel back down. That overwhelming feeling was repeated numerous times throughout that trip and throughout my college career. I'm sure we are all familiar with what the feeling of overwhelm feels like, but remember to be confident. I know you've overcome several obstacles to get to the seat you are today. Remember how those successes felt when you are overwhelmed. I can tell you, climbing to reach the top view of the Horseshoe Canyon was very overwhelming, but it sure was worth it to look back and see for miles beyond the rim. P is for play. Life is too short. Smile while you still have teeth. I saw this sign in one of the academic buildings while I was studying abroad in the Czech Republic. I actually took a picture of it because I thought it was an important part of the many life lessons I learned during this experience. I hope you all have a collection of fun memories and people to look back on. In the future, remember the importance of continuing to enjoy life. I think a big part of that is surrounding yourself with others that can make you smile. With that being said, I would like to give a quick shout out to my family and friends that are all here today. Thanks for always making life fun, and thank you for being here. Next, E is for excitement. It seems at UNK, I have always had something to be excited about. For many, excitement is described by the feeling of taking your last final of the semester or looking forward to big events like the lip sync competition. Today, I am excited to be graduating and seeing what the next stage in life has in store. You may be like me and unsure where that next big step will take you, but be excited for the journey. Lastly, R is for remember. Preparing this speech allowed me to reflect upon the many great opportunities and memories I've had at UNK. It also reminded me to remember how I got here. As you continue on and find success in life, remember to give back to those people and programs that guided you to become who you are today. Do not forget to thank the people in your life who helped you get here. A handwritten thank you note can really go a long way. There are many UNK faculty and staff members here today to whom I still owe a thank you note to. Not to get myself out of some handwritten notes, but thank you for all of you who have encouraged me and pushed me to work hard. In closing, today is a testimony that your hard work has paid off. I hope you've enjoyed your time here as much as I have, and you feel UNK has prepared you for the new opportunities and challenges that life will bring. So today, I leave you with Loafer. Luck, overwhelmed, play, excited, and remember. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments, and good luck to you all in the future. Thank you.
Heidi, thank you. Congratulations on your many achievements and on your graduation from UNK. The Choraleers is an auditioned concert choir for the university students of any major who exhibit exceptional vocal and musicianship skill. They have received national acclaim following performances at venues such as Carnegie Hall, the Mormon Tabernacle, and tours in South America, Italy, Germany, Poland, the Czech Republic, and Austria. Earlier today, they provided the pre-commencement concert, and at this time, we welcome their special performance of Paucam Find Love from Celtic Mass by Ben Alloway. Dr. Bauer.
Open
Thank you, Dr. Bauer, and thank you, students. Chancellor Christensen.
Professor Bauer, thank you. Your performances, as always, are outstanding, and today was no exception. Heidi, we really have appreciated you. It's been an honor to have you as a student. Job well done. We're going to miss you. It's now my pleasure to introduce this morning's keynote speaker, Dr. Hank Bounds, 7th President of the University of Nebraska. As you might imagine, leading 4 campuses in a system is no small job. He's responsible for university administration, operation, implementation of Board of Regents policies and goals. He provides educational leadership to the university, and he is the university's spokesman throughout the state of Nebraska. Dr. Bounds comes to Nebraska very well prepared for the tasks which he has been entrusted. And I think he brings with him very Nebraska-like values as he begins his career here. He grew up on a small farm in Mississippi where he raised hogs and cattle and he hauled hay. He served in the Army National Guard, which helped him pay for college. He earned his bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Southern Mississippi and his doctorate from the University of Mississippi. He's devoted his 25-year career to education, first as a high school teacher, then as a principal, as a superintendent, and then state superintendent. He became Mississippi's Commissioner of Higher Education in 2009, and in that role oversaw a complex system of 8 public universities that together enrolled 85,000 students, employed 26,000 faculty and staff, and operated with a combined budget of $4.5 billion. His achievements during those years are impressive and extensive. They include advocating for improved faculty compensation, greater opportunities for students, oversight of private fundraising, efficient planning, and many diversity initiatives. To put his body of work and his significant accomplishment into a nutshell is no easy task. We are thrilled. One could simply say that he's opened the doors and opportunities for legions of students in his career in the same way that education opened the doors for his own life. The University of Nebraska, and I think the state of Nebraska, are very fortunate to have this thoughtful, focused, engaged, and I believe enthusiastic leader now working on our behalf. It is my pleasure to introduce to you President Hank Bounds.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good morning. Come on, it's graduation day. Good morning. Danielle, Heidi, wow, how good was that? To Professor Bauer and the Corliers, just fantastic. Chancellor Christensen, Vice Chancellor Bisek, members of the board, faculty and staff, family and friends, but most importantly, the graduating class of UNK. It's an honor for me to be here with you today. So I was where you are today more than 25 years ago. I remember many things about that day. I'll have to be honest, I do not remember who the commencement speaker was. nor do I remember the topic. So I'll do my best to make this message meaningful, but I'll at least keep it short. So I, as Doug mentioned, I grew up on a very small postage stamp size of a farm. I never thought that I would have the opportunity to go to college. The fact that I am standing before you delivering the commencement address as president of one of America's great public universities really speaks directly to the transformative power of higher education. Reaching this milestone will obviously, I believe, transform your lives as well. And so I've had an amazing career of more than 25 years in education. I've had the opportunity to serve, to change lives, to help make this world a better place. I want to take a few minutes this morning just to share with the students in here some of the lessons that I learned over a long career. And in the spirit of keeping it short, I've refined those lessons down to 5 that I want to share with you. 5 things that I believe, 5 things that define who I am, how I behave, how I treat others. And I want to use a little bit of my personal story and relay a bit of information to you about my direct experience with the direct aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. It's when those lessons really hit home for me. And so 29 days before the absolute worst natural disaster to ever strike America's soil, I became state superintendent. On my 30th day on the job, I had 475,000 students out of school. So if you think about that for a moment, take the student population K-12 in Nebraska and double it, and that's how many students were out of school. If you took all of the schools between here and Omaha, that's how many schools would have been damaged. More than 25 schools were completely demolished. Another 25 were uninhabitable. Another 100 had some level of damage. I can vividly remember the sights, the smells, the sorrow that came from that storm. I would often be asked by folk from around the country to give them tours. And I would often go to a little place called St. Martin. So St. Martin is a community that's about 5 miles from the Biloxi Beach. So you have the Gulf of Mexico, the Biloxi Beach starts, the beach runs about a mile inland, then there's the Back Bay that runs for a couple of miles, and then a couple miles beyond that was St. Martin Elementary School. So the elementary school was first, the middle school was directly behind that, and the gymnasium was behind that. I would always take visitors into that gym because the gym was still standing, the goals were still down, and if you looked about this far from the top of the backboard, you would see the water line. So the water came up 36 feet. It was as though the hand of God for a 100-mile wide swath completely wiped everything away. I'd lived there my entire life, and I couldn't tell you what community I was in. Couldn't tell you what street I was on. About 2 weeks after the storm, I was meeting with President Bush. One of the things that still sort of resonates with me every day is after I left the president, I went over to meet with a group of first responders, and there were these tractor trailers that were lined up one after another. And so I went and said, "What are all of these trailers for?" And the answer was, "Those are refrigerator trucks for the bodies." About 3 days after the storm, I took a Black Hawk from Jackson, Mississippi, where I was living at the time. And in Jackson, Mississippi, 150 miles from the coast, we had 100-mile-an-hour sustained winds for more than 10 hours. when I flew down to the coast, I thought the world was coming to an end. Words just can't describe the kind of damage that had taken place. I saw a barge about 3 blocks inland from the beach sitting on the top of the 3rd floor of the Holiday Inn. So the damage was incredible. The sorrow was incredible. And so it's from the experiences in recovering that really sort of formulated some of these lessons, some of my beliefs, and that's what I want to share with you based on that experience. So lesson number 1, the choices you make will determine the life you lead. And at the end of the day, it all starts with kindness. After the storm, I can recall taking supplies down to the coast often. I was down there almost every day. The destruction was so bad that it took people days just to get to the coast. I had 2-gallon jugs of water in a very rural part of the state, and there was this really old couple. You could tell that they had lost everything. They had pitched a tent. They were outside. They hadn't had water in a couple of days. They had not had food in a couple of days. And so I stopped and said, "Here, take this water." And the gentleman said, "No, sir, we'll be okay. There's a couple down the road that has a small child. They need the water more than we do." And so as I think about how those people behaved, the decisions that they made, they put their own life in peril for the good of others. And so at the end of the day, my grandfather always taught me, you'll never go wrong by doing what's right. Always be kind. You never know when you're going to have the opportunity to change a life. Every day's a great day. After living through Katrina, I can tell you every day's a great day. I have people that come to work from time to time and they're unhappy about one thing or another. Whenever I'm asked how I'm doing, I always say, I'm having a great day. Because it can never be as bad as the suffering that I've observed. And so you have a choice. It can be a great day or not. Choose to make every day a great day. How you think determines how you feel. How you feel determines how you behave. How you behave defines who you are. Start with positive. Don't blame others. Own your failures. Learn from them. Get better. I see people all the time that want to blame their bad lot and whatever's going on others. Own your failures. Get better. Meet your obligations and your responsibilities. That's a choice. Be unselfish. Do everything to the best of your ability. I have a teenage son who is very, very capable. And I say to him, there's no choice but A's because you're capable. And if you don't make A's, there will be consequences. If you make a D, and I know that you've absolutely done your best, that's okay. But when you're capable of A's, make A's. When you go to work, if you're capable of making an A, make an A. Remember the golden rule. Your repeated choices become habits. And so let me end lesson number 1 by sharing with you from a great American philosopher, Harry Potter. We've all got both light and dark inside of us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we really are. Lesson number 2 came directly from Katrina. Help is not on the way. Let me say that again. Help is not on the way. We grow up thinking that we can always get help. We live in a now society, one in which we expect instant gratification, so much so that we don't know how to cope with the storms of life when they come. So I recall vividly driving back to my neighborhood in Pascagoula, Mississippi, a shipbuilding town. We'd all lived through storms before. We hadn't sold our home yet. We were going down about 3 days after the storm. It normally took us about 3 hours. We had a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. It took us 12 hours to make the trip because things were so bad, the roads were so bad. And I remember driving into the neighborhood, and in previous storms, what we found was that, one house would be damaged, and then 2 or 3 houses would be fine, and then another couple of houses would be damaged. And so for 100 miles wide and 150 to 200 miles inland, everything was demolished. Nobody could help. And so before, when you had one house on a block that was damaged, everybody would pitch in and go help. No one could help each other. Help was not on the way, and it wasn't coming for a long time. And the message here is that you're going to have problems. You're going to run into difficult situations. You're going to be discouraged. The thing I want you to know is that there is a tomorrow, that the choices you make determine the life that you lead, and that if you make the right kind of choices, when the storms hit, you can be your best during the darkest hours. So the question that I want you to ask yourself is, will I do what I need to do when I'm uncomfortable? We are growing or we are dying. Go outside and look at the grass. It's one way or the other. You get better every day or you get worse. Choose to get better every day. Crisis doesn't build character, it reveals it. Your character, who you are, is built when no one is looking. It is the decisions you make when no one cares what you're doing. So author Sam Levinson once quipped, "It was on my 5th birthday that Papa put his hand on my shoulder and said, quote, 'Remember, my son, if you ever need a helping hand, you'll find it at the end of your arm.'" Lesson number 3. There's a silver lining to every storm. After the storm, I was Chief State School Officer. It took me a week to find the superintendents. Everything was destroyed. And anytime you have a natural disaster like that, 3 things are abundantly clear. If communities are going to rebound, 3 things have to happen. 1, people have to have a job. 2, people have to have somewhere to live. And number 3, you have to have some place to send your children. So when we pulled those superintendents together, I said to the group, there are 3 legs to this stool. If this state is going to recover, we've got to figure out how to open schools and open them quickly. And so I can also very vividly remember walking with the governor to a national news conference, and he said, "Hank, when can I tell the American public that schools will be reopened?" And so this was 7th, 8th, 9th of September, and I said, "Governor, we'll have every school open in 1 month from today." And so there were 7 or 8 of us walking down the hall. He stopped so quickly that we all sort of ran into one another, and he said, "Hank, surely you don't want me to tell the American public that we'll have all of our schools open in a month?" And I said, "Yes, sir, we'll have every school open." Well, long story short, he didn't say that because he didn't think that we could do it. He's recently written a book and really talked about the work that educators on the coast did. Every school in Mississippi was open before any school was open in Louisiana. The storm hit Mississippi. Louisiana had a flood event. So imagine 5 weeks after the storm, the worst disaster to ever hit a state, every school was open. I won't tell you we were in the best of conditions. We may have been having school under an oak tree, if there were oak trees standing, in tents, in trailers, but we were having school. And the best story here is that the best test scores, the most improved test scores, were in the school districts that were most heavily damaged. There's a silver lining to every storm. I guarantee you the storms are coming. Again, it may not be the worst natural disaster. It may be losing someone in your life. It may be losing your job. It may be losing a loved one. Storms are coming. You can't stop that, but what you can do is determine how you react to the storms of life. Storms of life can define you. Don't be defined by those storms. How you react matters. How you're prepared for those storms matter. Don't miss an opportunity to tell your loved ones that you love them. Don't miss an opportunity to, when you can, say hello, to do something kind. Heidi, I was so impressed that you shouted out to your family here. Don't miss that opportunity today. Go find the faculty members who helped you. Go find the loved ones who helped you get here and tell them thank you. Show people you care so that when you're in the storms, they can help you find the silver lining. So my quote to end this lesson is from William Arthur Ward. It reads, "The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails." Lesson number 4, sometimes you have to break the rules. So everything was destroyed. 2 days after the storm, the governor's wife called me and said, "We can't get food in, we can't get water in. We have all these school cafeterias that we can't open. We can't find superintendents, we can't find principals. Food is going to perish. People are hungry. What do?" I said, "Find bolt cutters or tell the police officer that's with you to shoot the locks off. Give the food away, and if someone wants to be unhappy about it, tell them to be unhappy with me." About 2 months after the storm, we were having to bring in we had to bring in 45,000 FEMA trailers. We were bringing in 500 a day, which is at a good clip. But like, dealing with the federal government, what happened there was one company brought the trailers in, one set it up, one hooked up the electricity, one hooked up the plumbing, and then you had to wait for someone to come and show you how to use it. So my wife called me one day and was crying and said, "A teacher from Pascagoula just called me. She's 70 years old. They've been sleeping in a tent. It's 90 degrees outside. They've had this FEMA trailer that's been set up for 2 weeks, and they're waiting for someone to come show them how to use it. Do you know of anyone that can help them?" And I said, "I think I do." I called a friend of mine, said, "Grab a screwdriver, go jimmy the door open, and start letting people in." So we had people going all over the city letting people in. Sometimes you have to break the rules. Breaking rules have been important throughout our history. We're a nation that learns to break the rules. Because people have broken the rules in this country, we no longer believe that the world is flat. Almost every invention that's come about as a result of has come about because someone has questioned whether or not there's a better way. We wouldn't have the wheel, the printing press, the internal combustion engine, the telephone, electricity, and the light bulb, computer chip, and the internet if people didn't break the rules. And it's not just inventions. Where would we be in the course of human events if everyone chose to follow the rules? Where would we be if there were no Anne Frank, no Rosa Parks, no Martin Luther King, no Gandhi, no Mother Teresa, no Mandela, no Abe Lincoln, no Thomas Jefferson? Or movements, no Boston Tea Party, no fall of the Berlin Wall, no civil rights movements. Innovation and creativity and moving forward requires you to imagine the possibilities and to break the rules. But break the rules wisely and because it's a good choice. Eleanor Roosevelt, my quote here, said, "You must do the things that you think you cannot do." And lesson number 5 became really abundantly clear in the recovery after Katrina, and it's what I call focusing on the main thing. Does anybody know what the main thing in life is? The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Let me say that again. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And for me personally, the main thing is around my personal belief system, my faith, my family, and my work. And so I can vividly also recall a national press conference when a group of reporters were asking me about 4 weeks after the storm, "So what are you going to do about tests that students have to take? We just implemented No Child Left Behind." I won't tell you the language that I used, but I was very clear that I could care less if we never took another test. I was concerned about kids that we still haven't found. I was concerned about ensuring that our kids had drinking water and food. I could care less about tests. That was not the main thing for me. The main thing was to keep the main thing the main thing. And so my quote to end here comes from motivational speaker Anthony Robbins, and he states, "It's not what's happening to you now or what has happened in your past that determines who you become. Rather, it's your decisions about what to focus on, what things mean to you, and what you're going to do about them that will ultimately determine your destiny." So let me quickly summarize. The choices you make will determine the life you lead. Choose to act on light. Help is not on the way. Realize that the helping hand that you may need is probably attached to your arm. 3, while help will not always be on the way, there is a silver lining to every storm if you're willing to adjust the sails. And then sometimes moving forward requires breaking the rules. Do the things that you think you cannot do. And finally, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Congratulations on this incredible accomplishment. I wish you much success, and go Lopers.
Thank you, President Bounds. It is an honor to have you with us this morning. The Leland Holt Security Mutual Life Distinguished Faculty Award is presented each year at Winter Commencement. The award honors Mr. Leland Holt, an alumnus of our institution, and it commemorates his many years of leadership at Security Mutual Life. The award fund was created by Mr. Holt and Security Mutual Life and provides a stipend of $5,000 to a UNK faculty member who has demonstrated excellence in teaching, research, and service. Presenting the 2015 Leland Holt Award this morning will be Chancellor Christensen.
Today's recipient joined the UNK faculty in 2003. And I believe that she exemplifies what this award really represents. A passionate teacher, a talented scholar, and a faculty member who gives back to the university and to the community. Her teaching, research, and service are so tightly woven that no clear line separates one from the other. She teaches both undergraduate and graduate classes in traditional settings, in the laboratory, and online. She has writing intensive and capstone courses as well. Colleagues and students report that no matter the course level, she encourages students to look critically at the world around them, to ask questions, apply concepts learned in class to societal situations. Beyond the classroom, she's a brilliant research scientist who is widely known and appreciated for sharing her research and opening her laboratory to undergraduate students and clearly achieving a hands-on learning at its finest. In terms of service, she is on the editorial review board for 4 professional journals, has been a judge for the Central Nebraska Junior Academy of Sciences, has moderated Nebraska Academy of Sciences sessions, and currently serves or has served on college peer review committees, the faculty senate committees, the NU System STEM Consortium, the American Democracy Project Advisory Board, the UNK EA Advisory Board, and the UNK Strategic Planning Committee, and many, many more. Professor of Biology, Kim Carlson, it gives me great pleasure to announce that you are this year's 2015 recipient of the Leland Holt Security Mutual Life Faculty Award. Would you please come to the podium? Kim, thank you for everything you do for our students in the university. I couldn't think of a better winner.
Kim, on behalf of your colleagues and many friends, please accept our warmest congratulations. Now we have arrived at that special moment, the conferring of degrees. We will begin with the awarding of the graduate degrees. Candidates will be presented by Dr. Kenya Taylor, Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Dean of Graduate Studies and Research.
Will the candidates for graduate degrees please rise? Chancellor Christensen, these applicants have fulfilled all the requirements established by the Board of Regents for their respective degrees. Therefore, the graduate faculty recommends that these candidates be granted the graduate degree along with the privileges and responsibilities that accompany the degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate graduate degree and admit you to its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Congratulations.
Candidates, you may be seated. Associate Dean of Graduate Studies and Research, Catherine Zuckweiler, will read the names of the candidates. Putting the candidates for graduate degrees are Professor of Management, Kay Hodge, Assistant Professor of Counseling and School Psychology, Christine Chasik, Professor of English, Rebecca Umland, and Department Chair and Professor of Biology, Janet Steele.
The Graduate College is proud to congratulate these graduates. Earning the Master of Science in Education degree, Nancy M. Johnson. Earning the Education Specialist degree, Jared Richard Albers. Earning the Master of Arts degree, Seth Andrew Fredrickson. James A. Tide. Heather L. Zaruba. Earning the Master of Arts in Education degree, Angela L. Piper. Naomi A. Barrent. Stacy Lynn Burns. Theodore R. D. E. Evans. Amber Fairbrother. Tiffany Rose Gap. Roger Edward Holsinger. Parker A. Jolly. Erin Lynn Rathy. Kimberly Ann Schulte. Alicia Lee Shirley. Ann Chumley Snyder. Jennifer N. Teets. Donica Vonderow. Joshua L. Warren. Earning the Master of Science degree, Karen A. Masters. Earning the Master of Science in Education degree, Abby Noel Beamer. Samantha Burns. Daphne E. Darter. Janice E. Franzak. Bradley J. Green. Amy Lynn Hodevy. Thomas Michael Knott. Brendel E. Martin. Brittany M. McWhirter. Itandui Mendoza. Jordan Peter Eugene Messersmith. Amanda K. Shipwright. Amanda Michelle Taylor. Kelsey Trampy. Kimberly Marie von Obstfelter. Hannah Catherine Vance. Sarah Wall. Michelle Renee Rogge. Earning the Master of Business Administration degree, John George Steinke.
Chancellor Christensen, these are our recipients of our graduate degrees. Will all of you please join me in extending our congratulations to them?
At this time, we will confer the undergraduate degrees. Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs, Charles Bisek, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees please rise? Chancellor Christensen, I am happy to present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in their specialized areas. They have completed all the requirements for the degrees as prescribed by the University of Nebraska at Kearney and the Board of Regents. It is the recommendation of the faculty that they be granted their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree and admit you to the fellowship of educated women and men with all of its rights, privileges, and obligations. Congratulations.
Baccalaureate candidates, you may be seated. The undergraduate degrees will be presented by the deans of the academic colleges. Tim Burkink, Business and Technology. Cheryl Feinstein, Education. Bill Germa, Fine Arts and Humanities. And John LeDuc, Natural and Social Sciences. Reading the names of the graduates will be Associate Dean and Professor of Management, Susan Jensen, College of Business and Technology. Associate Dean and Associate Professor of Teacher Education, Cheryl Crow, College of Education. Associate Dean and Associate Professor of Modern Languages, Darren Snyder, College of Fine Arts and Humanities. And Department Chair and Professor of Chemistry, Scott Darveau, College of Natural and Social Sciences.
Good morning. On behalf of all of us at the College of Business and Technology, it is my honor to present our graduates receiving the baccalaureate degrees. Receiving the Bachelor of Science, Billy L. Kunzman. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts, Holly Ann Plurell. Receiving the Bachelor of Science, Kwadwo Masan Amavi. Ashley Lynn Earhart. Maritza Bernal Pardo. Leslie Kate Bierman. Brittany Jean Blanco. Eric Dale Blinder. Rachel K. Bradley. Taylor Jake Brock. Nathan J. Burns. Jeremy Patrick Callahan. Jamila Maria Coleman. Andrew Craig. Christian L. Dyer. Kidya Dong. Madison A. Doty. Sochu Du. Brendan Gerald Finley. Katie Jo Fletcher. Jessica Ann Gable. Christopher James Gainsforth. Nancy Beatrice Garcia. Emily Jean Hageman. Nolan Emmanuel High. Morgan Ann Hopkins. Anthony B.J. Hostler. Anson Lee Thomas Heffley. Heather Marie Hutchison. Ashley K. Jeffs. Li Ping Jiang. Alicia M. Johnson. Colton L. Johnson. Crystal Marie Jones. Casey Stephen Campbell. Hiroki Kato. Yuki Kawamura. In-young Kim. Mariah Kimball. Kylie Marie Kissinger. Fidel Kwasi. Ashley Lee Kreitzer. Michaela Kuchera. Grant Lassick. Josh-Yin Liu. Mackenzie Ray C. Leffelholtz. Candace M. Malik. Kaylee Elizabeth Markheim. Danielle L. Masters. Mackenzie Aggie Madison. Michael Hart Mock. Jenna Marie McCrae. Vanessa Marie McMurray. Jesus Jose Moreno. Jacob C. Morton. Patrick B. Murphy. Ryosuke Nakamura. Jason Nichols. Sho Nihumatsu. Ryosuke Nishimura. Takumi Nozuro. Atsuhiro Ogawa. Zachary Troy Olmsted. Emily Ann Olsufka. Kurt Ortmeyer. Joshua Papa. Charla K. Peaks. Alexandria Ann Peterson. Connor Lloyd Peterson. Dylan M. Pleahall. Janelle Grace Radney. Whitney Marie Rongish. Serena L. Rose. Jared James Rosenquist. Elizabeth Ann Ruth. Ian Lamonte Saling. Claire Iris Sandman. Matthew D. Seach. Landon J. Sint. Jeffrey Slagle. Michael D. Smith. Alan L. Smith. Keisha Lockie Smith. Jacob Lane Spees. Brady Lawrence Sutton. Moe Takanaka, Jianyu Tong, Megan Jo Tinkham, Haruki Tsuga, Jordan Levi Tucker, Luis Villalobos, Tyler Wayne Bose, Ming Zhang, Shun Du,
The administration and faculty of the College of Education congratulate our winter graduates. Natalia Tay Schleiger. Tiffany Marie Anderson. Nicole M. Arp. Kaylee Marie Ashe. Brianna Marie Bales. Ryan Beamer. Mitchell A. Bittner. James David Bodiger. Riley C. Boniface. Nicole Irene Brandt. Megan Ann Marie Buss. Haley Ann Caldwell. Keisha Callan. Danielle May Carpenter. Robert Francis Carson. Kelsey Marie Cheek. Lauren Claire Sisler DeRocher. Stephanie Derrickson. Taylor A. Dreyer. Neely Navone Furno. Kara Fiala. Lindsay Ray Frank. Bailey Lynn Frazier. Hallie Shannon Furley. Morgan Amelia Gellerman Farley. Kayla Ann Glinsman. Camry Joe Gregg. Haley Marie Gunnick. Jordan Marie Hakey. Jenna Hallstrom. Haley Sue Halverson. Meredith Renee Herring. Brady Nicole Hilker. Amanda K. Emig. Sarah Elizabeth Johnson. Whitney Beverly Kaminsky. Cami Carnes. Jennifer Eileen Kochwar. Brett Ryan Labuda. Ryan Nolan Larson. Kylie Ann Lewis. Pamela Sue Lux. Emily Kara McCoy. Brandy Lee McCarness. Ashley Marie McHugh. Leslie Pearl Myers. Chelsea Ann Nicolite. Caitlin Ray O'Brien. Laura Lynn O'Brien. Brandon Michael Pacheco. Christina Nicole Price. Jamie Jolie Prickett. Nisha Ann Rasmussen. Christina Noel Redwine. Sarah Lynn Ritzdorf. Michelle Brianna Rodine. Michelle Elizabeth Runge. Katie Colleen Satry. Tessa Marie Schumacher. James E. Sindelar. D. Anna Snyder. Cassandra Jo Stera. Alexander John Steele. Jenna R. Stovall. Randy Lorraine Todd. Alma Adriana Torres. Melissa Ann Valentino. Ashley Marie Vandewaal. Isla Wade. Lauren Elizabeth Wagner. Whitney Danielle Wagner. Zuchi Wang. Cassandra K. Warnell. Stephen L. Yockey. Hannah Grace Offman. Karina Maite Alvarez Rodriguez. Mandeep Deuja. Jackie Jo Gillespie. Michael Duane Griffith. Bunta Hasegawa. Jason Todd Hinkle. Heidi Marie Hostert. Brianna Lee Jackson. Brian Jeffries. Skylar William Jorgensen. Jacob David Keating. Dylan John Paul Lushen. Joshua Michael May. Taylor McDuffie. Tasha Noel Ott Paxton. Kyle Lynn Pullman. Lane McKaylee Rogers. Christina Marie Silver. Brandon Gerald Stoltz. Sarah K. Sweat. Heath Michael Teal. Tracy Marie Turek. Jaron Carr. Whitney D. Martin. Jamie Suzanne McCrae. Rachel May McEal. Grace Elizabeth Moore. Bailey Joe Rainforth.
The faculty of the College of Fine Arts and Humanities is proud to congratulate the following candidates for the bachelor's degree. Haley E. Allen. Elizabeth Ann Yakel. Juanita Guadalupe Alonso. Jessica Ann Beck. Megan M. Stecker. Tugian Evan. Amanda Christine Gray. Jessica M. Madron. Abigail Martinez. Kyle D. Mundell. Elise Mary Peralt. Ahiko Somea. Marky Elizabeth Supp. Gladys Zapata. Trinity Kyle Abrams. Sarah Lane Bartling. Jennifer Green. Logan R. Gregory. Mackenzie Jane Jones. Matthew R. Musgrave. Brock L. Pearson. Roberto Portillo. Jacinda Allison Wilson. Montea Ray Anderson. Shannon S. Courtney. Ru Mung. Chipo Masulamasaka. Marissa Nicole Richmond. Jessica Danielle Scott. Christine K. Weinberger. Marie Bauer. Taylor M. Cody. Vanessa H. Rogge. Danielle Elizabeth Kluver. Chelsea Lee Catherine Seedham. Zachary Jason Thomas.
The faculty and staff of the College of Natural and Social Sciences are pleased to recognize our baccalaureate candidates. Brady J. Tolley. Carolina Elizabeth Oroche. Michael Charles Cantrell. Colton Micah Hartman. Ashton A. Jackson. Gunmu Kim. Douglas A. Perez. Caitlin Blaine Gotch. Ian M. Lemberg. Ryan Jeffrey Linder. Erin Elizabeth McGowan. Zachary James Waller. Daniel Acosta. Clara A. Allen. Thomas J. Augustine. Nuria Avalos. Brianna Christine Bailey. Taylor Berry. Stephanie R. Barthel. Rebecca Ann Best. Lauren Cheek. Carolyn Elizabeth Cody. Brock J. Kutu. Amanda Lynn Cunningham. Olivia Carolyn Durr. Jennifer Christine Dosler. Callie Elaine Eady. Megan Ardith Ehlers. Neil Stephen Amy. Keely Elizabeth Envick. Quinn Douglas Fikert. Vanessa Flores. Jessica Jo Frenson. Scott Richard Fusby. Libby L. Garrett. Sonia June Goodrich. Michael Curtis Gruber. Keisha Marie Haydenfeld. Jonathan Yunkil Hess. Haley Ann Hutwood. Deanna Dawn Howarder. Naoki Ishikawa. Will E. Keller. Veronica Marie Leal. Kelsey Jo Lane. Brian Jack Lineman. Kelsey Catherine Lilienthal. Yesenia Lopez Lopez. Dientra Ludowies. Jacob M. McCann. Matthew McDonald. Jose Javier Mendoza. Sean Dale Mavis. Victoria Valaine Morrow. Anthony J. Munch. Reed D. Murbach. Tyler Neal. Shava Simone Parkinson. Ashton N. Pulaski. Shelby L. Peters. Taylor Jacob Reichert. Samantha Rose Reiber. David Gary Rohrer. Michaela Danae Rutt. Sarah Darlene Reba. Sarah Nicole Smalley. Kearney Joanne Smith. Kylie Ann Stutzman. Alexa Paige Swartz. Suzanne Marine Tremblay. Shelby Ray Traster. Sydney Ann Trosper. Taylor Margaret Weesey. Brianna Rochelle Wolf. Esperanza Alejandra Wolfsleben. Stephanie Kristen Zola. Keston C. Fink. Tyler Joseph Haybrock. Abby Lynn Honksermeyer. Kayleen Ashley Kuhlman. Ross Edward Mortensen. Stephanie Marie Rudder. Mina John. Rachel Nicole Nordhus. Rhett Aaron Nordquist. Joshua R. Rivas. Kent M. Schmer. Susan M. Urbaum. Tanner Dale Mrachek.
Chancellor Christensen, these are the baccalaureate degree graduates. Will you all join me in extending our congratulations to them?
Congratulations. Congratulations, graduates. Chancellor Christensen.
We're going to wait just a second while everybody finishes that last picture back there. While we're doing that, I need your help. Everyone who is a UNK, a Kearney State College, if there's a few of you left from the normal school, that's great too. If you're a graduate from the institution, would you please stand for a moment? Please help me stand. Thank you. Now, stay standing, please. Please don't sit. I need your help. Graduates, the turning of the tassel after candidates receive their diplomas is a time-honored tradition. And so it's well earned. Now is the appropriate time. Would you please stand? And with your new alumni, would you please turn your tassels? Congratulations. You may be seated. Another important tradition is the recognition of our distinguished faculty and our emeriti faculty. Would you all please stand and receive our appreciation? Thank you to everyone who helped on the staff today to make commencement a success. There are so many of you, and we appreciate each and every one of you. We couldn't do it without you. You know who you are. Thank you. Graduates, that diploma you have in your hand doesn't guarantee you success in life, but it sure does guarantee you've had the best possible preparation for your journey through life. The citizens of Nebraska should be very proud of their investment in you, and I hope that you find ways to give back to them and be generous with your skills and your time. Benefit not just yourself, but others. Please engage your community in a meaningful way and do things that are important and not things that just make you important. And we appreciate so much that you chose this institution. I hope that you will tell others the great experience that you had. And with you as graduates, our future is very, very bright. I hope that good fortune follows you the rest of your lives. Thank you all for participating today.
Thank you. Thank you, Chancellor. And now, as the commencement ceremony concludes, I ask the audience to please remain seated until the recessional has been completed. University Marshal Garrison, Gonfaloniers, would you please prepare for the recessional? Will the stage party and university faculty please stand? Ms. Alex, University Marshal, please begin the recessional.